robed him with a sword, is whimpering.
He's at his lowest point in life, it seems like.
And Tum Tum basically pats him on the head and punches the dude in the face.
No remorse.
No remorse. Tum Tum's savage, man. He's savage. We get, and this is probably my favorite, when they make it to the training room, all the ropes are down there, and right before they meet Professor Tanaka, we get more great where they all, we should run, we should hide, we should kick their butts. That is a line I would say a lot to myself when I was fighting those trees. And it's a great line, and they certainly do. They kick the butts. They use Tum Tum as a battering ram.
Like that, yeah.
This, I saw a list of the best Three Ninja fight scenes from all the movies, and this wasn't on there. I think it's all one fight scene. I think from the time they escape, it's a fight scene. Mm-hmm. Even when Snyder and Mori Tanaka fight.
Yeah. It's pretty much all action, like
it's
through
a wonderful
on the ship,
ending to the movie.
Yeah,
because it really just takes you there. It's like life or death situation. Grandfather's killed a man in front of the kids at this point in the director's cut. Yep. John Turteltaub just went there. He's like, "This is my mean streets with De Niro," and the kids handle their business, and then we get the big dude who's always been in the background, but he comes out, and it's a perfect time to light up the eyes. And basically, just kick him in the dick.
Yeah,
a bunch.
That's what I didn't understand. Like, the grandpa specifically says, like, this spot right here will cause to lose memory or kill them, whatever he's meaning by it. But then, like, the lights happen everywhere they kick him. And I don't know where... where the training comes in. Like, it's fun, but it's just like, I wanted to see a death blow. Like, and I knew he wasn't going to die, but I'd love to just see, like, grab his chest and to kind of comically fall back or something like that.
It kind of does that, but you're right. We don't get to see all the pressure points in the dummy training.
Yeah.
We assume they're hitting them because he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Nothing they do affects him until he's like, light up the eyes, boys. Light up the eyes. That motherfucker just flips off the balcony. This 7-year-old grandpa, I mean, he's what, 20 feet up?
Oh, yeah. Easily, yeah.
Because they're down there, and he has to scream.
That's not a mat, too, down there. That's hard.
He's just...
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, man, we're going to get to see the boys and Grandpa fight side by side. Nope.
It's just like a tournament style now. Everybody's around the thing, and it's just watching.
It's great, and they all have guns, and Snyder's like, this is it. We're done here. Yeah. Time to get serious, because he does this really funny thing where they're like, let my family go, and he goes... No. And he does this thing with it's such a great villain thing. And this is when, probably my favorite line is Colt's, when he's like, if you win, you can walk out of here and stuff like that. And he's like, am I a nice guy or what? And he goes, you're a geek. I thought that was the most badass Colt, man. Colt's savage as shit, too. And then we get, I guess we're here. We're at... the boss fight.
Boss fight.
Yeah, and it's a fun one.
It is.
They're moving around, they're flipping, they're jumping. We get the stun double flipping, of course, and stuff.
But we get extended shots.
Yeah.
They do as well as they can with having Victor Wong's face in there.
Yeah.
And we get like master versus student. We assume that he taught Snyder, right? And it's life or death for Grandpa here, and they get a really sweet huddle. I got emotional watching this in the movie theaters. Snyder, uses dirty tricks. Mm-hmm. Grandpa has him.
He does. Chasing him around with a sword and everything, too. Just running around.
He does. He's throwing spears, like the sword like a spear, and Snyder's fucking scurrying like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We get a sword fight, and then we get a pepper bomb, which is an old trick that I would also use all my mother's coffee filters and just put all of her spices.
The old pepper bomb.
Yeah, and because the kids did it, and I would probably use shit like lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think it was a mix of
paprika, lemon pepper, chili powder.
Mine was more of a dry rub.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the chili powder and cayenne pepper they probably used. But Grandpa gets blinded and Snyder kicks his ass. really goes after him. And
but what is the one thing that a ninja carries to subdue his opponents?
He gives Tum Tum's one strength that a lot of people might have thought, like,
you're a worthless ninja, dude.
You're a worthless ninja. Your food doesn't mean anything.
You don't bring anything to this family.
But no. Good old Tum Tum, man. He says, you know what? These jelly beans bring me good luck. Maybe they'll... I wish...
Some fat old jelly beans.
They are. And I don't have a lot of negative to say about this movie, but I wish the jelly beans would have been referenced at least one more time as like, oh, I need to go get my lucky jelly... Or something like that. Also... He talks about how hungry he is in the cell. He doesn't even eat the jelly beans.
No. Yeah.
Tum Tum's here. So, what I realized in the movie, rewatching it, is when they're going to bed, early on in the movie, Tum Tum says, hey guys, I got some jelly beans. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you want some? And they're like, no. But what does he do? He chokes on the jelly bean. Mm-hmm. Grandpa defeats Snyder by choking on the jelly bean. I never put that together. I never put it together as foreshadowing. I just like, oh, chubby kid being funny, right? That's all I ever wrote it out. But rewatching it, I was like, holy shit. They foreshadowed the end of the movie. Yeah. Did that pop out to you at all?
It did.
Okay. Well, fuck me, I guess. But
I could see that passing you by, though, easily. Yeah. You're enamored with that whole room scene. You're not paying attention to the details
in
that.
Care.
I would gladly choke on jelly beans to have that room as a 9-year-old kid and not worry about anything else.
So, a very passing comment that's just more of a scene change outline is the choking on the jelly beans, and it ends up being the key point of the movie. And Grandpa remembers he has them and shoves those shit
right down his throat.
Gag Factors Snyder with these jelly beans, and Snyder is floored by this.
He can't handle it. This is something he is not trained for. He's done rape. He's done murder, probably. He's done arms dealing. He's broken weapons boxes with his elbow. But never before has a man put jelly beans down his throat.
And he seems truly thrown. Yeah. As a man who really seems to have it all together, anger-wise. Like, his go-to emotion is anger, obviously. He screams, which I always like that about him. Like, when he's just talking like this and he goes, yeah. Very fun. But, yeah. He gets like 8 jelly beans in his mouth, and he is, woo! He's like, he's hunched over, just like,
yeah. And what does he do? He makes a last ditch effort, grabs a gun from another ninja.
I never lose, never.
And then we get, is it Sam or who?
We don't know.
We don't. I thought
we hear a gunshot. We don't see it.
But man. Does Snyder sell that gunshot?
It looks like
he's had this happen in the same place before. He's just like, mother.
And we don't see his bullet wound.
No.
We just see Snyder react. Well, you hear a gunshot.
Yeah.
I guess if you didn't... It's startling. Like, as a kid, I don't know if you really take in what happened. You hear a gunshot, and then you just see him react. You don't see, like, blood pop or anything like that. You just see him go... Like he stubbed his toe, and you're like, oh.
He just falls down.
It's like the most subdued performance he gives in the entire movie is when he gets shot in the shoulder, and he's just like... It reminds me of when Sideshow Bob steps on all the rakes.
I have never seen a Simpsons episode.
Well, you guys want to be mad at Marcus, you can cancel him at BB Karate Podcast at Twitter. And it's over.
That's it.
Snyder gets shot in the shoulder, and the ninjas immediately give up. No honor for their dojo at all. They're like, okay, yep,
we're good.
We kidnapped kids. We're pretty fucked now.
Cliff can finally go home.
No, he can't.
No, he can't. That's right. That's
another thing. He can't.
Yeah.
Because Sam's going to take the night off for the first time in his life, apparently.
He's got to do all the paperwork now for it. Just
yeah. And he's like, you know what? Actually, Cliff, you're going to take care of all this. I got a family of heroes to take out for pizza. But Grandpa didn't like pizza.
No, he
ate pizza. We get a wonderful end of the father being more attentive to the kids and him accepting them as ninjas, calling them by their ninja names. It's a nice ending, and we get a wonderful song.
I love that song. Kid power.
And did you listen all the way to where the they did like voiceover for
it. Yeah. I stopped it and listened. I pulled up the song actually on YouTube and listened to the whole thing.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Psych.
Yeah, I love that's nice.
Do it again. Yeah. Psych. Oh, what a great thing. And that's Three Ninjas. It has been talked about of something being done. Now, I don't know what it's going to be in terms of what's going to happen with the Three Ninjas franchise.
There's been talk of like a remake.
So I'm referencing once again this podcast, and I'll go ahead and tell you what it is right now because I'm tired of referencing and not giving the person credit for it. It is the Be Kind Rewind podcast interview with Max Slade. He talks about that he's been approached by producers about something. He's like, I can't really give much specifics on it. But he made it sound like it involves Three Ninjas specifically. I am amazed. Now, this was 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, the actual interview was 3 years ago?
So, if something was going to happen, I guess it would have been now. But I'm amazed they haven't remade it on like Disney or like somebody buys the rights to it or like Hulu or made a series out of it.
Yeah.
Why can't we watch these little fuckers go out every week?
You saw what Cobra Kai did. Put something on YouTube again. Like, just do something
Can
on
we
YouTube.
see where these ninjas are at this point in their lives?
Yeah.
Where Colt is, like, real estate. I don't know what he's doing.
I would love it if they were actually doing the jobs that they have right now. It seems like they have real jobs right now.
So true.
Because one of them, I forgot which one, but one of them deals with finance in D.C.
That's probably Trenner.
I think that's Trenner.
Because
Chad Powers is the coach.
And Max is still in Hollywood. He did music for a while.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. What if... I don't know who it is.
What if they were really ninjas? What if you just take their name? What if these people were really ninjas growing up and they had to... I mean, would that take away...
Oh, I see. And they got into it. And
it's
then
the film within the film, kind of the meta thing of it.
I love the idea that... Because the parents are still alive.
Yeah.
Victor Wong tragically passed, but the parents are still alive. You know, I picture the shot of them going back to the cabin. You know, because they haven't seen they don't talk anymore. There has to be some type of rift,
right?
And Snyder finally comes after the dad and kills him, or something like that. They'd have to do a little dark twist on it, and then the kids are like, well, we got to knuckle up. We got to kick back or do whatever they got to do. Emily's
been through like 3 divorces, just getting like working hard to get alimony,
and Rocky won't give it to her.
Living in Simi Valley in California trailer park,
or maybe Snyder comes after their kids. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to be done there. I would love it. Make it. I'll write the screenplay for you. I'll write the original pilot for you. I think it's there. I think people love it. I don't know what Max Slade was talking about in his podcast 3 years ago, but I guess it never happened.
That'd be fun, though. Yeah.
But one more thing I want to talk about in this movie that we didn't get to talk about, and I always thought this was strange as a kid, and I still do as an adult. So, one, Max hates his mother.
Yeah.
Colt can't stand her. You don't really know why. She's the most supportive. Mm-hmm. I get why you'd be mad at the dad. Maybe he's just lashing out.
Right.
But Colt never speaks politely to his mother in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Everything he says to her is like, you idiot. No, whatever. And I get that. You're going to have angsty. He's the Raphael of the group. But he could at least be nice to her. She ain't do nothing. She wants him to take Ninja. But they're about to go on a date. Mom and dad night out. She can't find Colt. She finds him in her father's office. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, is dad going to do something? The mom's like, you know what, Colt? Your dad's very busy with the case. It's like, what about it, basically? And he's like, well, there's a file on it right there.
Right there, yeah. There's an FBI file on it right there.
And Colt's just like, oh, okay. And he takes the file.
Yeah.
He takes the file, shows it to the kids. I just thought that was the way, like, here's this international arms dealer. Yeah. And the FBI is investigating him. It has been hot on the trail for years. They finally are starting to corner the market on this guy, and Colt's just like reading through it.
Just read the dossier.
And the mom's like, yeah, there it is. Go ahead, look through it. I have rights over your father. There's so many things that this movie does that somehow they're able to do it in a charming way. All of this.
Yeah.
Once again, I watched it with my beautiful girlfriend. And she says, man, it really... She didn't say man, I'm paraphrasing, but she was like... she loved it, and she said, it feels like